Sometimes the best response is no response. We got to understand that everything doesn't deserve a reaction. Everybody don't get a reaction out of it. Some of us, that's what we want. I remember I was dating this girl, and she was like, it was something that was built off trauma, right? All I saw a form of love was a reaction that was given by the significant other. So I would do something for a reaction out of her, and she wouldn't react. I'd be like, yo, you don't love me. She's like, no, I do love you. That's just how you learn to love, but that's not me, right? You don't need to antagonize me and say and try to trigger me to make me show you love. So like some responses, it's not needed. And when you're arguing with certain people, or you know things could go a different way, like don't waste your energy, because what for? What are you wasting your energy for? You're feeding into whatever they want, right? Which brings me to the first one, just control. Now, initially, I know you want to respond. We all do, right? But if you're responding out of emotion and you don't have no type of control or verbal control, it can escalate. It can become something bigger than what it really even is. And you can feed into and fall into the trap that they've been wanting you to fall into, right? So you got to control your mouth, control your mind, control your responses. Because really, I think this like now. Back then, I used to be a mess, but now it's like I think it's not even worth it. Whenever somebody says something to trigger me or to make me react, get a reaction that they want out of me, I literally think and be like, yo, what what am I doing? And I just walk away. So you have to learn self control. Everything does not deserve a response. Like you got to learn to control. Next is clarity. With you not responding, it gives them time to have clarity. Like, yo, am I tripping? Am I in the wrong? Like, am I doing it wrong? Yeah, you are. You are tripping. Because however you are trying to make this conversation go and you want a reaction and you know that let's just say, for example, somebody was in the wrong, but they coming at you a little bit crazy and they want you to react a certain way to make themselves feel better. You're not responding, giving them time to actually think and, okay, yo, maybe I am tripping. And if it's the person, like we talked about before, if you set those boundaries and got a healthy relationship with certain people, then it's like they'll come back to you like, yo, my bad, I was wrong. You ain't got to say, I know. You ain't got to say whatever. You just, cool, all right, cool, let's move forward. Don't do it again, though, for sure. Right? It gives them clarity, and it also gives you a little bit of time to make sure you're not tripping or you're not overthinking the situation. Right? Next is my favorite one. You know how some of us we want to respond, right? That's our nature to have like combative type of situations and conversations. We love going back and forth. Some of us we embrace it, right? We can't wait for confrontation. But as we get older and as we understand that life is a little bit different now, you don't have to respond. And then we respond because we want to get our point across. We want to make people feel us, right? But this is the real. I'm telling you, this is how you really make them feel you. Silence is louder. By you not responding and you're not going back and forth with them and you're not feeding into whatever false energy or false narrative that they're trying to paint you or put you in, is louder. You're setting those boundaries, like we talked about. You're setting those boundaries for yourself. I'm not going to respond to no BS. I'm not going to respond to something that's not even at my level in life. I'm not going to go down and stoop to your level to make you feel as if you're good, to make you feel better, to make you feel like you're right. No, your silence is so much louder. Everybody doesn't deserve a response from you. You are valued, right? You're a high value person. You're a person that knows exactly what you want to do in your life. You're a person who understands people. You're a person who understands how people want to look at you and perceive. So no, I'm not going to respond, because if I do, I'm feeding into you and I'm falling into the trap that you want me to fall into. That's not what we're doing, right? Cause why are we not doing that? Control. We got control. We see things clear, right? And in high intense situations, we see things clear. Why? Because we got control. And with having control brings what? Clarity. It brings us clarity and understanding that if we were in the wrong, we were in the wrong, then we'll come back and speak. If we're not in the wrong, then we're going to come back. We're not going to come back. Like, we're not going to give it no type of energy, right? And then most importantly, it's my favorite. I always tell y'all, leave the best for last. It's just silence, right? Your silence is so, it speaks volume. You don't have to, we, as humans, we want to get our point across so bad, whether we right or wrong. We need to get our point across to make us feel better. I don't need to do that. To like prove that you wrong and prove that I don't need to prove that you wrong and I'm right, or you right and I'm wrong. I don't need to. What good is that going to do me? How is that going to elevate me in my life? By proving something to you. I need to start proving stuff to myself. Proving to myself that I have self-control, that I understand my self-worth. So I understand that I don't need to feed into that energy. By speaking and going back and forth with you and having a verbal altercation, like that's not needed. Right? So we be silent. Our silence speaks more volumes than us actually having a response. First one, control, right? Gotta have control. Second, clarity, making sure you're making the right decision, as well as you giving them space and opportunity to make sure they're saying the right thing and understanding what they're saying. Third, silence is louder. You ain't gotta say it. You don't have to respond to everything. Bro, my granny used to say, you got two ears and one mouth. Listen before you speak. I'd rather just listen, hear you out, let you rant, and then go on by my day, and then you come back like, yo, I'm wrong. I know, bro, it's cool. It's cool. We out.